With over 90 different neighborhoods in Pittsburgh, each has their own distinct personality. Pittsburgh is known for its rich history and unique architecture, especially in-home design.
Allison, this space is so fun. I love the open concept. Let's talk about it.
From Pittsburgh's Little Italy to Shady-Side's Victorian-style mansions, you can find a variety of trending styles in the city's communities. Formerly a magazine, Pittsburgh's Finest Kitchens features unique kitchens and bathrooms created by local designers, architects, and builders.
You won't find a 12x5 island in a townhouse.
No.
Whether it's traditional charm or contemporary spaces, the kitchen is evolving to satisfy the demands we put on it.
You folks knocked it out of the park again, so congratulations on a beautiful project here in Mount Lebanon.
My name is Allison Hutchins, and I am the owner and lead designer of Hutch & Home in Beaver Falls. 9 years ago, my husband and I started Hutch & Home. We started with just a furniture store, and in 2018, we began the kitchen and bath division. We have our own installers, so not only do we design the kitchens, but we also install them as well. We do mostly residential remodeling, but we occasionally do some commercial work and additions. When I first came to this home, there was a very big wall right behind me that separated the kitchen from the main living space. Even though it had a good amount of space, it still felt cramped and not functional. So we decided to open up the wall and create a large island and make one big open space for gathering and entertaining.
Allison, this space is so fun. I think it's so different than anything we've kind of seen before. Let's talk about the inspiration. Was this kind of always something that the customer envisioned, the client? Like, was this something that they really kind of wanted to see come together?
Absolutely. So the clients really wanted a glamorous, high-end look for their home, and they love the black and white, the contrast, and the gold accents were something that they already had a little bit of, and I was able to take that and really run with it for the design of this kitchen.
But really, I mean, what caught my eye right away when we came around the corner was the island.
So the island was not here. There was actually a wall that separated the living room from the kitchen, and the clients wanted a big island so that they could gather and have the space be nice and open. So we took down the wall, had to put in a big beam, but I actually designed the island to be as big as it possibly could be for the slab without any seams.
So as we come around here, again, I love kind of how everything flows so well together with the colors, the waterfall edge. Was this always something like a color that they had always kind of envisioned where, the black and white obviously is something that, is very, apparent throughout the entire design. Were they always hoping to kind of incorporate that in the countertop?
So I think that they really looked to me to, tell them, hey, this is what is gonna work in this space. I wanted to use black cabinets on the base to help sort of ground things, but I didn't want the kitchen to feel too dark or too
Absolutely.
heavy. So having the contrast of the lighter color cabinet or the lighter color countertop against the black cabinets was really important.
So as we come around here, I know that we had kind of had, a conversation earlier about them being as, trying to keep as organized and keeping things as off the countertops as possible to keep that open space. Talk to us a little bit about the cabinetry and the organization.
So I really designed this kitchen to be as functional as possible for them. They cook at home almost every night, and so we needed to have a place for everything. All of the utensils, the spices, but everything is hidden away. So it still is ultimately as functional as possible, but you still have that really clean,
Yes.
modern look without all the clutter.
Yep. And then of course, the appliances. The GE Cafe, I mean, really, I love the matte black. It's really cool to see the hood incorporated, the custom hood with the range. Were these appliances always kind of, the idea, the direction that they wanted to go? I know that there's a couple other options out there that have a pop of color, but not as many options for the entire lineup.
Right. So when the clients purchased the home, they actually, there was a cafe matte black refrigerator already here. And so they already owned it and they loved it. And so they decided to stick with that line and that brand and purchase all the rest of the new appliances to match.
And then, as we come over here, we have the 36-inch cafe range, we have the dishwasher, the beverage center, but then the Evantium. Yes. And I love this. And we had talked a little bit earlier, you had mentioned that Evantium is just something that you always try to incorporate, it sounds like.
I don't see a reason not to use it. It's really such a versatile appliance. You get 2-in-1, so you have the microwave as well as the convection oven. And what that does too is if you're having the holidays at your house or you need a second oven, you don't have to have another wall oven.
Okay, so as we come over here, let's talk about this piece, because this is, this has a story, and you can tell it has a story. So what's the story?
The client came to me and he said, Allison, I don't know what to get my wife for her birthday this year. He said, but I know she loves Fountain Diet Coke. So he said, how can I get her a Fountain, Diet Coke? So talk about design challenge. I really didn't have anywhere to put it in the kitchen. And so I thought, well, next best place is right off of the kitchen in the dining room. And so I designed this piece to look like a china cabinet. And so with the hidden lift up door, you have a whole wet bar. It was really the perfect birthday present.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'll take one.
Yes, I know.
Well, Allison, thank you so much for being with us today. Everything, just goes so well together, and I love all the accents. You did a fabulous job. And thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you.
Hey, this is Matt Hillebrand with Don's Appliances. Do you need a new dishwasher? We have Bosch dishwashers in stock. Here are some of our favorite features. Crystal dry technology that transforms moisture into heat to get your dishes drier. Easily adjustable racks for those large pots and pans. Get a great clean with the power control wash system. But most importantly, Bosch makes one of the quietest dishwashers on the market. Order today, get clean dishes tomorrow. Visit donsappliances.com.
Swickley is located northwest of Pittsburgh, near the Ohio River and Route 65. Swickley is known for its rich history, large mansion-style homes, boutiques, coffee shops, restaurant, and what I love most about it is most of them are all locally owned. My family and I live about 10 minutes outside of Swickley, and we're fortunate enough to come down here on the weekends to see everything this cute little town has to offer. One of my favorite locally owned coffee shops here in Swickley is Press House, located right on Broad Street. Let's go check it out. Hey, how are you? Thank you so much. Another one of my favorite locally owned places here in Swickley is the Ultimate Pastry Shop. Let's go check it out. The Don's Appliances on McKnight Road would be the most convenient place for the people of Swickley, Franklin Park, Ben Avon, Avalon, and even Emsworth to stop at to see all the new appliances that Don's Appliances has to offer. Thank you for coming to check out this cute little town of Swickley with me today, and hopefully you'll get a chance to check it out soon.
Get guaranteed lowest prices and free next day delivery. Shop donsappliances.com.
My name is April Spagnolo. I'm the owner of Evalia Design. We are an interior design firm that specializes in residential design, both new construction and remodeling. So I grew up in the construction industry and have an interior design degree from LaRoche College. I started my business in 2014, and I focused primarily on difficult space planning challenges. So the space was very awkward to begin with. Everything was really crammed in. The center of the space had a private toilet area, and the tub was really crammed between two walls. You couldn't enter the space very well. So in order to transition the space from this awkward space to this amazing space that you see now, we had to create a center wall and put the vanities back to back. You use a transom window to dump natural light onto his side. There's his and hers closets, large soaking tub, luxurious shower, private toilet area. separate vanities with a makeup area, and even access to the laundry room.
Wow, April, this bathroom really turned out great. Tell us about the transformation, kind of from start to finish, as to how this project really turned out as well as it did.
Thanks, Matt. Yeah, so the space was one big space to begin with, except that it was very awkward. In the center of the space, there was a toilet room, so it really kind of divided the space in half. And then there's a window over on the other side that there was a tub kind of crammed between the two. And where we're standing now was kind of the shower space. So we kind of took that space out and gave access to the laundry room while incorporating a private toilet area and a luxurious shower in the space. The space was kind of jutting out towards this space here, so we pulled this back a little bit in order to accommodate his vanity. So everything had to be separated, but also while maximizing storage space. So what we did is we put a wall down the center in order to get the vanities back to back. And then a transom window between the two spaces so that you can see there's no natural light over here. So what we did is put that transom window in to let natural light flood into the space. And then divided this closet space in half so that they each had an equal space for their clothing.
Looks like there's an under-counter true refrigerator, so it looks like he made out in the deal at least, right? To keep beverages.
He did. He gets the beverage area and she gets the makeup area.
Okay, well, perfect. As we're moving along, I see we've got the water closet, right? Water, that's the proper term?
Yeah, we could use that. Private
Okay.
toilet area, water closet.
Okay, and I see we've got the DXV toilet, which
Yes.
is the washlet toilet that's really kind of cool. Give me a quick.
Yeah, so the toilets with the bidets incorporated into them are very popular now. DXV makes one with heated seat, LED light, bidet function to it, so it's really kind of like a car for your bathroom.
Yeah, eco toilet for
Yeah.
your bathroom,
Yes.
right? So a Tesla for your
Yes,
bathroom.
there you go.
Yeah, which is great. And this separate space, it's nice because it kind of blends with everything else, right? So it's not like it takes up too much space.
No, yeah, we kind of did these spaces back to back so that we could incorporate a walk space to get over to here. The bathroom does have multiple entrances to it, so we have the hall entrance, access to the laundry room, and access to the master bedroom.
Master, and then we have heated, it feels like there's heated floors,
Yes,
right? So
heated
heated
floors,
floors,
yes.
especially on a brisk cold day, I bet that's wonderful on your bare feet. Over here I see we have the shower area
Yes,
with multiple DXV fixtures.
we do. We have a rain shower, a standard shower head, and the hand shower for the space.
And similar type flooring as to what we've got. The base of the shower has similar flooring as to what we've got here in the main bathroom area.
Yes, we incorporated the hexagon shape, but in the dolomite, the white color that you see here on the floor. And then the shower walls are in larger porcelain panels just to make it easier to keep clean.
As we're moving along, I see we've got a freestanding MTI tub,
We do.
which is very traditional looking. Again, it goes with everything else we've got here in the bathroom. And we've got a lighted mirror, Roburn lighted mirror.
So again, maximizing storage, classic style, keeping with that Greenbrier feeling. Marble tops, that's similar dolomite to what's on the floor actually. And then the medicine cabinets are Roburn that actually lift up, so there's tons of storage inside. And then we also have a lowered makeup area for Amy to get ready at.
Yeah, this really turned out great. Anybody that's looking to do a bathroom, right, start to finish, you guys can do all of that.
Yeah, so I do interior design, residential primarily, and then both new construction and remodeling.
Awesome. Thank you so much for showing us this project. This is really cool.
Thank you, it's
Thanks.
fun.
At Sub-Zero, Wolf, and Cove, we inspire a higher standard with refrigeration that keeps food fresher longer. Cooking appliances that promise precision, control, and confidence. And with dishwashing that ensures spotlessly clean dishes at every meal.
Hey, this is Matt Hillebrand with Don's Appliances. Are you looking for luxury appliances at an affordable price? We wanted to let you know about a few special promotions we have available with Thermador. The first is Leap into Luxury. For example, purchase any 30-inch Professional Series range and any 36-inch refrigerator and get a free dishwasher and over-the-range microwave for just under $10K. Next, we have our 1-2 free package. Choose any eligible cooking suite and receive a free appliance or upgrade. Also, with the purchase of any Thermador package, this qualifies you for a use and care with Chef Anthony. We have plenty of combinations to get you huge savings. As always, we have guaranteed lowest prices, the Tri-State's largest in-stock inventory, and affordable financing options. Discover new models of luxury affordability at Don's Appliances. Visit donsappliances.com or scan the QR code for more savings information.
So we're here today with Cindy Slayback from Hutch Design, and we're just going to have some great conversation. Cindy, tell us how appliances fit into the project, what that process looks like.
So typically when we meet with the client and we're doing a kitchen, the appliances are one of the first things they need to pick out because everything kind of has to fit around the appliances. So appliances are kind of like the key of the design to start the design for kitchens. And typically what we would tell them is to go to a Don's Appliance store, and we have a sales rep, a personal sales rep that we work with just here in for our store, and he would go and meet them at any store of their choice and help them choose the right appliances for them.
So then after that, they would come back to you with their specs and just walk through, you would walk through with them the next step with how that all would create your design?
That's correct. Christina, my team member, she does all the drawings, and she's very good with the technical aspects of the appliances and the cabinetry, and that would be her area where she would take all that and put it together and create a beautiful design.
Cindy, it was so much fun today to come out to Hutch. We just had such a good time. Thank you so much for allowing us in your space.
Thank you.
My name is Dan Mead, and I am the owner of Prime One Builders. Prime One Builders has been around since 1992. We are a custom home builder. We do significant additions, and we do a limited amount of renovation work. We are a complete builder in such that we handle everything from design through construction. You don't have to add anything yourself other than selections, decisions, and standing back and watching your dream come true. The space we're looking at right now was created for these owners for their love of cooking and entertaining. The design incorporated also special needs for the owner who has a little bit of mobility challenges. So we thought about him in the spacing of the countertops and the reach to certain appliances and the layout for cabinetry. And all of it was made to fit these particular owners' desire to entertain.
Wow, Dan, with a view like this not only had to be a really fun place to work, but I feel like you had to, kind of focus so much on making sure that this view was still visible throughout this entire space.
Well, speaking of the job, it was a fun job to work on. We had this view every day while we were doing the work here. This was a complete gut and redo of this space, from the flooring to the ceiling. We even opened this space up a little bit. This was closed off over here, and we opened this up to provide the dry bar and the wine cooler.
We had talked a little bit earlier about the fact that, the clients do love to cook. So I love the fact that, even when you're in the space cooking, you still have that view. Was that like that before? What was the kitchen like before you came in to kind of create this new space?
It was not a very friendly and welcoming kitchen. It was dated, of course. It dated back to finishes probably from the 70s and 80s, hadn't been touched. So that necessitated the entire gut of this place. We did everything we could to open it up, create the long island, the lineal space, so that anybody sitting here enjoying the host and hostess, who are huge foodies and love to cook and entertain, they're enjoying the kitchen, but they're also enjoying the view here, as well as then the very open and very functional floor plan here that we have. And it's really, there's not a trick that was missed here, and that was their goal, that was their desire. They wanted everything to be at their fingertips.
That's wonderful. And I mean, the appliance selection are definitely for somebody who's a foodie that loves to cook. I love the Sub-Zero here. You had mentioned that these are freezer drawers. And as we come over here, I love, I'm a big fan of the induction. So I love the fact that the induction cooktop is over here. Again, still being able to view the city while you're cooking. You have the beautiful, kind of hidden insert through here. I feel like if you would have done a stainless steel, it would have kind of taken away that kind of soft tone that you have going on here.
Yes, everything was picked very nicely from the standpoint, the countertops, the appliances, the cabinet colors are soft but bold. From the standpoint, the cabinets, just the features, the handles, everything really works in here and complements each other. And of course, even the natural light coming in from the side provides it to be not a closed-in space.
And as we come over here, one of the things that I really like that I don't feel like you see as often, but I love that you can portray here, is the fact tying in the countertop with the backsplash and then working through here, everything is so seamless.
The backsplash being part of the countertop was just a natural with this beautiful quartz and then the accents of the mirrors and the shelving really sets off the backdrop to the sink wall here.
It's beautiful. And then I know as you come around the corner over here, you have that laundry room, which I really liked. I mean, that was one of the things I saw right when I came in. I love that you did the countertop on the top, just a place to, fold, make the space a little more usable.
It's a very functional space, and albeit it is a very small space, it was challenging to think about everything that needed to be done there as far as fit and finish, but it's highly usable, and it's also a very beautiful space.
And I think, to your point, sometimes when you work in condos like this, it's either like a closet, it's small, it's tight, there's no room. And here you actually have a full laundry room.
It's definitely generous from that space of workability,
Absolutely.
But yet not too over the top.
Well, Dan, thank you so much for joining us today. The space and everything is absolutely beautiful. We really enjoy having you and hope to see you again soon.
Thank you.
Don's Appliances is the place that can make your luxury experience memorable. Featuring leading-edge technology in the best built-in appliances, make your kitchen dreams a reality with our full line of luxury brands. Combining passion for food with appreciation for innovations, bring the newest technologies into your kitchen with style. Imagine technology that provides more flexibility to cook in the best possible way. Let Don's Appliances help you find your taste of luxury.
Water Source by Don's Appliances is your place for luxury plumbing products. Featuring an interactive showroom that brings your kitchen and bathrooms to life. You can explore trends, cutting-edge innovations, and new products, all at the touch of your fingertips. Selecting plumbing products from Water Source is an experience tailored to your needs. Schedule an in-person consultation today from our industry experts. Water Source, Pittsburgh's destination for water reimagined. Visit donswater.com.
Five reasons to shop Don's for laundry appliances. Get guaranteed lowest prices. Free next day delivery? Yup. Experts in laundry? Uh-huh. Get 12 months, $0 down special financing. Don's has the largest in-stock inventory. Shop donsappliances.com.
My name is Amy Hawkins and I own a company called HSD Services. HSD Services started about 5 years ago. I mainly do high-end kitchens and bathrooms, custom cabinetry, as well as interior spaces like basements or wine rooms, things like that. So this project came about, the client had reached out to me and he was renovating a home that was very dated. And the kitchen that was here was small, confined, wasn't a very good use of space at all. So the plan for this project was to really expand the size of the kitchen and allow the homeowner the opportunity to have large groups of people over and gatherings to keep everything flowing really nice within the home.
Wow, Amy, this kitchen turned out amazing. Look how open and airy it is. Tell me about how it used to be.
Yeah, absolutely. So this kitchen before was really tight, really confined. This is a really great space, but the kitchen that was here originally was about half this size. It was U-shaped, it was tight in nature. There was a tiny window, so it was dark. It really didn't use all the space properly. This is a great entertaining space between the two rooms, and we really wanted to put an island in this space that could fill the space and as well as have food and drinks and people around it. One of the things that the client was concerned about was, is this going to be too dark? So a couple things that we did in this kitchen when we did the renovation was to, one, use light colors on the walls, so a white wall with a white countertop to bounce the light off. We also added a larger window. So the window that was over there was existing in size. This one, we made it just the same size. So we opened that all up.
And doubling up all that natural light makes such an impact. Even if it was the old kitchen, I think it would have. But
Agreed.
The way we have the range staged perfectly on center of those two giant windows, I mean, what a statement it's making.
So for me, the kitchen triangle is a big thing. You want to be able to cook, rinse, wash your hands, cook, and then also get anything from the fridge as well. And I think it's important too that, in a space that's this large, to try and get that work triangle as small as possible. That is a challenge at times.
Oh, yeah.
You don't want to break a sweat going to get something from the fridge.
So Amy, you're talking to an appliance guy.
Right.
I love appliances, but what's important about a kitchen is obviously storage. Tell me what the story is as far as how you designed this.
Absolutely. So one of the great things that we did when we added these two giant windows was bring in all this light. What happened therefore was we didn't have enough room for upper cabinets and storage. So we really had to maximize the wall space that we had. By adding a large armoire pantry style cabinet with the built-in fridge and another cabinet over beside that for glassware, bringing that cabinetry all the way up to the ceiling, it gave us the opportunity then to provide all the extra storage and added storage that the client would need in this space.
Speaking of other cool cabinetry innovations and things like that, there was a plate organizer that I think everybody's going to be dying to see inside of the drawer.
So custom cabinetry is great, and one of the reasons why is the ability to kind of make how you need it to work for you. So in this cabinet in particular, again, instead of having to reach up for your plates and dishwares and things like that, everything is neatly organized. They have these wonderful pins that you can move around and adjust accordingly based on what kind of dishes that you want to put in there.
And it makes sense as far as the flow. So whenever you're cooking on your range and you need to spice things up, you have a pull-out spice rack right next to it.
Right. So I love a good spice rack, not gonna lie. So this is a great spice rack. It has 3 shelves, so again, you can put some of the taller things, shorter things. And this client in particular, really wanted the easeability of being able to stand at the range while cooking, open a drawer, grab a spice, and get everything they wanted done. There's something to be said for these large windows and this countertop and bringing the light in that really does make it feel just a warm, welcome, open space. So.
And it doesn't feel like an 8-foot ceiling either, to your point, bringing those to the ceiling and then that beautiful hood to match.
So yeah, in this particular situation, this hood, from a cabinetry standpoint, from what it looks like, it's beautiful. White oak, all the grain runs in the similar direction. But the challenge was the 8-foot ceilings and making sure that the logistics of venting this thing out could actually happen. So we got it to work, and it turned out great.
It really was well executed, and it complements what I think is going to be like the final touch of the main kitchen is how we incorporated panel-ready appliances.
I mean, panel-ready appliances are the way to my heart, I'm telling you. So I love a good panel appliance. I love that I can create this beautiful oak island and I don't have to have the stainless steel dishwasher in the middle of it, breaking up the flow. Not that they're not pretty as is, but there is something to be said for a lovely panel appliance.
Well, I definitely think you put a lot of personality into this kitchen.
Thank you.
It turned out amazing.
Yeah, I'm very happy how it turned out. I know the client is as well, so that's all that matters.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us for our video edition of Pittsburgh's Finest Kitchens. We want to thank our designers and clients for allowing us into their homes to showcase their work. Be sure to go to donsappliances.com and see the vast array of products that we have been offering over the last 52 years, being a family-run business. Thank you again for watching. Be sure to keep an eye out for the next edition of Pittsburgh's Finest Kitchens.